All right. What's up, you guys? We're back. And so Nyjah Houston, skateboarder, the best skateboarder right now. The LeBron James of skateboarding, let me say it like that at the very least. Because I would say, you got like Tony Hawk is the Michael Jordan. And then you got like Rodney Mullen in there as like Dr. J. And then you got like Eric Costin, who I would say is almost like Kobe or something like that. Anyway, Nyjah Houston though, just got bronze for the men's street skateboarding in the Olympics, and he's on Shannon Sharpe's. Shannon Sharpe, if you don't know, was a tight end for the Broncos, the Denver Broncos football, American football. And he has his show, The Nightcap, which is huge. You might know recently Shannon Sharpe got really big when he did the Cat Williams interview, which is kind of part of his media network where he does interviews. A lot of great interviews. I don't even really know what to say about what he's doing in the media game. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, except for the I think I would like to see some more interesting interviews from him going forward. I would really love that to be, but I don't even know who that would be these days. Anyway, back to it. Nyjah Houston. This is the second Olympics he's been in. I've been watching Nyjah Houston since I think he was like 11 years old. I don't know. He started skating at a very young age, and when I was young, I don't know how I got a hold of it, but the way the skateboarding industry works is, for those of you who don't know, no teams or leagues, like in other sports, some other sports. It's more like, I don't really know, like track, kind of, actually, I guess. But no, because track is more about competing. It's because skateboarding is also an art, and Nyjah kind of talks about like that a little bit in the interview. But anyway, you'll be on with several different companies, board companies, shoe companies, skateboard accessory companies. They'll all start teams, skateboarding teams, and they put you on their team. Nyjah, back in the day when he was like 11, was on the Element Skateboarding. Element Skateboarding is like I don't even know, but they're like the kind of the biggest skateboarding brand, but they're also considered, I think, a little bit more corporate to some people, but whatever. Anyway, they but back then anyway, they were dropping a lot of stuff, I guess, because I saw it. I didn't see a lot of other stuff. But anyway, Nyjah was in an Element skateboard video that I used to watch when I was probably like 13, and he was amazing then. I think he had last part in that video. Last part is like the best skater usually gets the last part. But anyway, so to see him all these years later, maybe 20 years later, 15ish, in the Olympics, when skateboarding has been added to the Olympics, it's amazing. And he talked about, some of his background with his dad, and his dad really got him into skating young, and then some newer stuff as well. But yeah, let me play a clip. Oh, he talked about, of course, the moment, because he wrote this Instagram post, because he of course he wanted gold. Everybody wants gold when they go to the Olympics. And it was like a really big thing because everyone thought he was going to get it the first year. But Yuto Horigome has been on a tear. And I didn't even know Yuto had been competing this long, but his dad also got him into it. He's a Japanese skateboarder. He won gold in the first Tokyo Olympics, took it again. I don't know what Nyjah got last time, but this time he got bronze, which is still amazing. To be at the peak of your career, have won so much stuff. That's the thing that I think his brain is missing a little bit in the storytelling. You're not 23. And I know it's like our brain, sometimes you almost want to do like a weird regret that, oh, if younger had happened. Nonsense, my friend. It's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You crazy long career, with plenty to go, to throw some Olympic. The fact that he, but it's so deep in his heart. But to add a bronze after the first, I think he probably got a silver or a bronze the first time around, but to add that to his list of accolades, the skate parts that he drops with Nike has millions of views, which is a huge achievement for skate videos, skate parts, street skate parts. He's in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater video game. I might skate him later today. It's so hard for our brains to want to process it, and he really wants to put the crispity cap on top. And also, I'll tell you this: if I was involved with judging in the contest, he would have won. But that has nothing to do with anything. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But let's do a little clip. Let's do a little clip of the show. I think that would be fun.
I feel like a lot of people that feel this way and can get really down on themselves and depressed sometimes, they don't want to speak about it, but I think it definitely helps to be able to express yourself. But yeah, man, it's not easy being in that position. I feel like it's
Yeah. That's all. I don't know what the copyright things are with these guys, but I'm not letting them get me. But you can go watch it on Nightcap on YouTube. But you hear that he's talking about, having to deal with it, which I think is big. Sha'Carri Richardson also, she ended up getting a gold and something else, but she didn't get the were there 2 street medals? No. They need to add a best trick in Olympic skateboarding for sure. But anyway, Sha'Carri Richardson's dealing. A lot of people are dealing with loss. That's the kind of weird, like, psychotic thing about skateboarding, is that you're gonna have one winner. Like, that's just not normal. And it's just so weird. So it's like everybody else competing with probably not the same energy, because I would assume the person who won, whether it's youth or experience, is bringing something to the game that everyone else isn't bringing. But everyone else who's competing is considered a loser in a certain type of way. But that doesn't make any sense. If you get a medal at all, gold, bronze, and silver, I don't care. That's the same thing, especially compared to the rest of us. If bronze, Nyjah's feeling bad about his skateboarding ability, well, then how should I feel about mine? How should I feel about what I'm doing on the skateboard if he's not happy? That means I've never ridden a skateboard before. That means I should consider myself have never touched a skateboard if he's valid and feeling any type of thing. But no, it's just the way his brain works right now. But he needs to completely restructure that. Also, I wish he wasn't sponsored by Monster. Let me just say that, because I feel like their stuff doesn't even look good. You know what I mean? Can we get him? Can Red Bull stop playing around? Red Bull does this, in the really big moments. And let me just say this: they don't put the money down like they should, which is crazy, because they're spending a lot of money. But then look at Nike. If you go to Nike's skateboarding team, they must have I don't think they can put any more money down. And that's why Nike wins so hard. That's why Nike has a Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? But Red Bull, you brought Verstappen on the team. I'm talking about F1 now, just to create an illustration for those who don't know. Red Bull has an F1 race car team. Lewis Hamilton is arguably the Nyjah Houston of, except for Nyjah's still a little bit more to me because of just what he does in a bunch of different ways. And how young he started. I mean, racers start really young too, but there's not as much to win. Nyjah was winning, since he was I don't even know how old he was when he won the first thing, but Lewis Hamilton switches teams from Mercedes to Ferrari. Albeit it might have been hard to outbid Ferrari because Ferrari's so cool, but whatever Red Bull needed to do, whatever they needed to do, they should have done it to get that guy. If you guys have any money, if you have the ability to go to banks and ask for loans, black cards, max it out. Tell him you're gonna create a custom car after him. That's how you become Nike and you get the Jordans. Nike also sponsors Nyjah, so they got right on that. But Red Bull should have sold off. They should have sold off one of their HQs to sign Nyjah. Because I'm sure you come with that bag. I don't know how long his contract is with Monster, but you pay someone enough, they can hire a lawyer who can break the contract. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, really great episode, and this was so great for the culture of sports, which the culture of sports has never been better, and I don't give any credit from that to the Olympics because I think they're actually lagging behind what I'm starting to see in some niche areas. WNBA, skateboarding, F1 to a degree, some of the other racing leagues, IndyCar. There's a lot of, even golf a little bit, on the indie aspect of golf, not any of the major stuff, but I'm seeing a lot of good movements in sports going on. Shannon Sharpe's show, Nightcap, bringing together Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco. I think there's a lot of really talented sports people, even the Nine Club, with Chris Roberts and Jerron and Kelly. There's a lot of talented individuals who are gaining access to media tools that are allowing them to set up operations that are doing so much good for the culture. So much good for the culture. And it's amazing. It's amazing because these guys, have so much merit in the field, and I love soaking it up. We don't need to hear me yapping all day. But if you would like to hear me yap again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get a little bit more of the show. Do you think I can get a little bit more without getting in trouble?
I've had some insane falls. Like, you would think my head would be.
That's enough of that. Now he is talking about some of his faults. Oh, that's a side note. I think all skateboarders should wear helmets all the time. Figure out how to make cool helmets. It just doesn't make sense. Your head should never be in that much danger. Nothing is worth that. This thing right here, this right here is not comparable. 75 Lamborghinis cannot touch this. 60 billion AI computers with time machines attached. This beats it. So they need to put helmets on everybody. I don't even care if Monster Energy wants to do one good thing. Actually, just get out of here, Monster. We're tired of you. Red Bull, if you want to do something cool, instead of the hats, make the sickest helmets that have ever been created. Take into account the aesthetic, the style, the protection. You know what I mean? Don't let me be the one to do it, because hey, I get a couple more things. The lab gets set up. No time for Dubai. Running experiments. But I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget, like and subscribe on YouTube. And let's go.